Winter is the time for comfort, for good food and warmth, for the touch of a friendly hand, and for a talk beside the fire. It is time for home. Edith Sitwell. Hi everyone, I'm Anita from Whispering Pines Homestead. I thought I'd share a few of the things I love about homemaking in winter, including a couple of hearty winter meals we enjoy this time of year. I have mentioned many times how much I love winter. I love flickering candlelight on dark, cozy nights, the quiet stillness of snow falling, and if there's a meal I associate with winter, it would be a hearty country breakfast. I do love slow Saturday mornings so much because the boys can sleep in while I have a few cups of coffee before making a nice breakfast we can all enjoy leisurely together. Fried apples have always been a breakfast staple here, and we love them with sausage and fried eggs. Apples are a big crop here. I can the ones my uncle and cousin give me and some that my parents grow, but my mother gets apples for winter storage from a friend's farm, and these are what we will enjoy until next fall. I basically just peel and slice them, then put them in a pan with a little butter because I love the caramelized flavor that gives them. Mother buys sausage in bulk from a couple of local farmers, which she cans and I freeze. We also get homegrown sausage from her brother, which is so very delicious. Mother also trades homemade bread for eggs with a couple friends, so these are from our friends Peaches and Joy, and they are giving us 8 pullets that we are going to be getting this week, so we're working on our chicken coop to get it ready. There's something about the combination of these flavors that I absolutely love, especially on these cold winter mornings. My grandmother made her bed every morning, and she never let us sit on it after it was made. Funny enough, I didn't always make my bed when I was younger, but now it's something I have to do because it makes me feel ready to face the day. It's just one of those little things that makes me feel good. And I think a lot of homemaking is just that, taking care of those little things around the house that might seem mundane, but when done, they really help create an environment that helps make a home a cozy, warm, and welcoming refuge for the people who live there. I love this quote from J.R. Miller. "A true home is one of the most sacred of places. It is a sanctuary into which men flee from the world's perils and alarms. It is a resting place to which at close of day the weary retire to gather new strength for the battle and toils of tomorrow. It is the place where love learns its lessons, where life is schooled into discipline and strength, where character is molded. Few things we can do in this world are so well worth doing as the making of a beautiful and happy home. He who does this builds a sanctuary for God and opens a fountain of blessing for men. Far more than we know do the strength and beauty of our lives depend upon the home in which we dwell. He who goes forth in the morning from a happy, loving, prayerful home into the world's strife, temptation, struggle, and duty is strong, inspired for noble and victorious living." I do want my home to be a refuge, and being surrounded by anything vintage or antique is very grounding and comforting. It seems like everything is connected to Wi-Fi now or has a remote or batteries, so this 1921 clock is my own kind of rebellion against that. It has to be wound every 7 days, and it doesn't keep very good time. But I find the constant sound of ticking to be comforting, and it gives me a sense of peace and space and distance from the very overwhelming world of technology. Another thing I love about homemaking, especially in winter, is really getting to enjoy the fruits of our labor in the garden. I love to cook with the food we've grown and preserved and also find new ways to use things. A perfect example is this squash. It's between a yellow squash and a zucchini. It has the best of both flavors, but it stores like a winter squash. I canned some and froze some for roasted veggies, and in this case to replace lasagna noodles. I'm making one of our favorite comfort foods, zucchini lasagna. It was originally out of a church cookbook. but I've tweaked it to be a little healthier. I'll post the recipe below and on the blog if you're interested. I'm roasting my squash, which I drizzled with olive oil and sprinkled with sea salt, for about 45 minutes at 425. Because they're frozen, they'll take a little bit longer. While that's cooking, I'm going to make a quick sauce with ground beef. Y'all, this is definitely an American kind of lasagna, and you could flavor the meat any way you like. Now, I'll admit that I'm not a cook, but I do try to feed my family good food, and I love to find healthier alternatives for some of the things that we like. After I drain the grease off, I'll add about a quart of my spaghetti sauce and about half a quart of tomatoes. You can also use a store-bought marinara or any kind of tomato pasta sauce that you like. I'm adding a blend of dried herbs from the garden, Greek oregano, basil, thyme, and also some garlic powder and onion powder to taste. And again, you can just use anything you like to flavor it however you would like. So I'm going to let this cook down and thicken up. Now that my squash is ready, I'm going to mix up my filling so I can assemble my lasagna. I mentioned that this was an American-style lasagna, and the filling is actually cream cheese, sour cream, shredded mozzarella, and chopped onion. I prefer to mix it all up with a mixer to get it more evenly blended. I'm going to layer everything just like a traditional lasagna, but I'll use the roasted squash in place of the noodles. Again, y'all, the recipe will be below in the description box and also in the blog. And if you have any questions about anything, just ask me. As the years pass, I'm coming more and more to understand that it is the common everyday blessings of our common everyday lives for which we should be particularly grateful. They are the things that fill our lives with comfort and our hearts with gladness. Just the pure air to breathe and the strength to breathe it. Just warmth and shelter and home folks. Just plain food that gives us strength. The bright sunshine on a cold day and a cool breeze when the day is warm. Laura Ingalls Wilder.